Welcome in, everybody. Good to see everyone here. Today we're going to try out a little bit of New World. It's new for me. It's new for a lot of people. It hasn't been on for that long. But I figured it'd be a good chance to kind of show off a little bit because I'll be doing a lot of this later on. But I've got some friends back in town to do this with. But I'm just kind of learning how to play a little bit early. Nothing wrong with that, right? Kind of help show off some other people the ropes a little bit. So we're going to be making a new character, starting essentially from scratch. It should be fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think people will enjoy it. So without further ado, the game is very pretty, so I want to make sure it looks nice and pretty while we're at it. So. Let's switch to East Coast. And let's go pick out a world, because it's fun. The world names are pretty cool. I personally prefer playing on low population servers. That's just personal preference. Because you're more likely to find what you need and not have so much to worry about with others. Hello, Athena. It's good to see you, my pretty girl. Did you come up to come watch? Yeah? Good girl. My nice and pretty girl. Wow. Hello. Good to see you. Let's go with Cibola. Why not? I mean that. Why not? Alright, let's make a character. Oh, now it tells me to pick it, of course. Ida Delminon, Arcadia Luft. Interesting choice. I mean, why not? Sure. That'll work. You can only have one character in Arcadia Luft. If you want to play in another Arcadia Luft world, you must delete this character in Ida Delmedon. If you have friends playing in other Arcadia Luft worlds, you will not be able to play with them. Understood. Pretty.
You've heard. They don't tell the whole truth. The island is indeed the place of legend. There's power and vast riches as well. But those who've gone before you have simply vanished, never heard from again. I saw the horror, the madness that overcame the crew. It was beyond any evil the world has ever known. How I survived, I do not know. The contents of this box are not of this world. They will guide you to that one, wherever and whatever that may be. Go then, Captain. Chart your course and your fate. I will say a prayer for the souls of your crew.
Guess it's time to pretty myself up a little bit. Okay. Well, there's a few options. This one looks a little bit weird. Looks actually not bad. Cute. Cute. I have a chin. Look at that. How very Jay Leno. Super chin. I don't want to be an old man. But I don't want to look angry. Lord. Alright, we'll just stick with that. Some interesting color for the eyes. What shall we call you? That should work. Nope. Guess not. That'll work. Worst comes to worst, I delete him and make him again. Yeah. Well, we're off to a great start. Very, very pretty. Looks like we're having a bad day. Draw your weapon. Block. Attack. Dodge. Heavy. Stab. Captain?
You! Come closer. Your captain needs you. There's something wrong. I'm not feeling right. That devil storm. What in the nine hells was that about? And where is my box? I need my box. Did you take it? You bilge rat!
I don't have the box.
Something isn't right. To come so close. It's not fair. What's happening to me? I can't die. Not like this.
Well, that's not good. Tab for inventory. A shield. Equip the food. Consuming food. All right. Yum yum. Okay. Okay, like the waypoints. Light, heavy, block, dodge. Ow! That does not look like a good sign. Interesting. Sound is really good. That really doesn't look like a good sign. Nope. Three arms? No, 4 arms. Okay. block breaking. Sweet. Purchase an upgrade. Shield Rush, Whirling Blade. Whirly Bird. Reach high ground to get a better view. Auto run. Music is very pretty. Well. I need to turn the brightness down a bit. This game is exceptionally pretty, but the brightness seems a little too high. Whoa, that might be a little too dark. No. Well, let's see if that's better. That's a lot of smoke and flashy lights. Yeah. You. Running around barefoot in this doesn't look healthy. Just gonna say it. Oh, hello, Captain. Oh, joy.
You would have been better off dying at sea.
Ouch. Well, that's an interesting intro. Now. Okay then. Where did I end up?
Another survivor. Saints be praised. It's always good to find a live one. That storm was fierce. Figured it would drown the lot of you.
Were you?
Me? Oh, I'm Charity. Watcher Douglas. From the Monarch's Bluff settlement. Who do
Monarch's
I have the
Bluff is
pleasure
where
of
I
meeting
started out.
today? Well, I know this isn't the best way to make an acquaintance, but it's actually the way most people arrive here. I suppose you're still wondering where here is.
Boots. That's good. I like shoes.
You've washed ashore on the Isle of Eternum. It's hard for me to even remember the old world these days, but I know it was very different.
What's so different about Eternum?
On the good side, we generally don't ever age or die here. At least, not in any natural way. On the bad side, there's what happened with the rest of your crew. Well, see, they came back to life, but without their souls. They're wandering around the beach all aimless-like. The kind thing is to at least try and put them down for good. Would you mind?
Would you mind? Go and kill your soulless friends. Investigate the shipwreck, defeat the drowned, talk to Charity Douglas, get a pair of pants. Hold off on the points for a moment. Change of tune. As I rest here watching the waves crash upon the beach, I reminisce about my old life. I was a budding antiquarian. The stories of the past and the people that made those stories seem so real to me drove me to the island. But though at first the hardships of this island made my outlook on surviving here bleak, my tune has changed. To be honest, when Bixford recommended me to be a watcher, I didn't understand why anyone would do this job. But over time, investigating the ships, talking to new folks, and aiding them after crashing onto the island, hearing their stories, piecing together their past, and helping them figure out their future on the island, it scratches an itch. I'll thank Bixford the next time I'm in the settlement. Fighting the drowned? Well, no one loves every part of their job, I suppose. Shiny. Health potions, flint arrows, and hardtack. Map says go this way. Oh, this place is pretty. Defeat the drowned. Rise of Poseidon, landmark charted. Ow. Thump. Die, stay dead. Okay, well, that's 3 drowned dead.
I know you didn't enjoy that. But once their souls are gone, it's the most you can do for them. I wish I could say you eventually get used to it, but you don't. Not really.
Great.
Oh, dear. Where are your manners, Charity? I'm sorry. After everything you've been through today, you're probably starving, aren't you?
Do you have something to eat?
I didn't think to bring anything, but I can show you how to make do. Get some flint and wood, then make yourself a skinning knife at the fire. That's a start, at least.
Well, let's put on the decent pants and the shoes. A skinning knife. Gather flint, gather green wood, talk to Charity. There's wood. There's some flint. getting the marker. Set active. Item is equipped.
Got your skinning knife, eh? It's not exactly pretty, but it'll do the job. I mean, don't feel bad. I've certainly seen worse. All right, now that you've got your little knife, you can rustle up a meal. There's lots of boar about. Hunt one down, skin it, roast the meat on the fire, and that should tide you over.
Sounds like a
Pick
plan.
yourself a fat one if you can. This is actually a good hunting spot.
Oh, armor. Alright, let's go rustle up a meal. There's a boar. Ouch. Pork, rawhide, iron cartridge. Don't have a gun. Okay, a light ration. Guess we're gonna cook. Look at that, we've got cooking.
Cold beach like this?
Hi, baby.
Oh, nothing like a warm meal by the fire. I bet you're glad you took the time.
Energizing light ration, travel ration.
I hope it doesn't seem like life is just a misery here. Some people quite like it. And the weather here in Monarch's Bluffs is nice. Most of the time.
Some people don't die here.
Not most of the time. And most of us don't even age. It's something to do with the blue Azoth. It's just not always predictable. Some age, some don't, some die, some don't, and then some come back as corrupted or lost.
Great.
I'm afraid so. That was a freak storm that wrecked your ship. All these ships. I mean, it's corruption that causes storms off the coast all the time. That was the worst I've ever seen.
What is the corruption?
It's that nasty red stuff, kind of an evil magic. Being corrupted is even worse than being lost. The corruption forms a ring around a turner and smashes any ships approaching, and any that try to leave.
Any way to fight it?
Storms are just a fact of life here. The best we can do is keep records of all the ships corruption claims. In fact, if you could scrub these ships for any keepsakes, the settlement will want them.
Okay. Now let's see here. Sword and shield. And the bow, so I guess dexterity. But I also like having health. Gonna need more of that. don't get up. Achilles' coronation. Hey. Grievance, stronger still. Power increases damage. Map. Territory. XP is always good. I like leveling faster. Capilla's coronation roster. Captain Capile, First Mate Tupu, Chief Technical Officer Celessa, Second Mate Hoapali, Navigator Ectone, Bosun Arona, Rigger Hamakua, Surgeon Kikai, Engineer Lavia, Garfiso, Quartermaster Sapani, Cook Rada, Messman Philippa, Phil Pahopin. Where in the world were these people from? Looks like a chest. A fire staff. That could definitely be interesting. Manifest. 3 crates of bullion, hardtack rations, 2 reels of parchment, 13 hatchets, 15 bows, 5 crates of arrows. It's not a lot. I wonder what they were looking for, that they were going to find with that little. I want to try out that fire staff. A shirt and a dress. Looking for the shirt. Nice. Ah! Day 13. Mutiny is upon us. Bosun Arona's gotten into everyone's head that the ship would be better run by him, and the whispers of dissent have grown to a dull roar below decks. I'll have to reinstate my authority by any means necessary if we are to reach our destination in time. Okay, I guess we're off to another shipwreck then. Guess that means that the next time I level, I will probably have to do intelligence for the staff. Hurley's Hope. Ow. Ow. Oh, good. Fire staff. Fire mage. Flamethrower sounds like. Dude, you're on fire and you didn't even notice. I guess they really are undead, aren't they? Arrows. Supplies. Arrows. I don't have a bow. Well, not yet, anyway. How long does that go for? Guess until I decide to make it stop. Let's eat. Recovering. Probably good. Nice. Shattered chart. Chest. Something shiny. Don't think it's shiny. Oh, well, that sounded good. Ow. Nothing after all. Nice. Incinerate. Ow. Appear to be out of mana. That would explain why I'm not getting my little incinerate thing to pop out. Clearly, that is not the way. Collect the ship's flag from the stern and the bow. Hey. Bounty of Bowen. feeling I'm gonna need those. Oh, we got bait. Well, we can go fishing. Ouch. You know, for zombies, these guys are pretty quick. Health potions. Ouch. Getting a kick out of the flamethrower. Ouch! Oh, ouch. Stop throwing things at me, dang it. Ow. Ah. Ow, that hurt. Corruption resistance. That can't be a good sign. Ah, that hurt. Right, tab for inventory, not I. Have anything else I could use? Yes. Drink up, be hearty. Lovely. Ow. Ow. Jeez. All this to try to climb up onto this ship. pleasant sounds you make. Nice. Second weapon slot, Survivalist Quest. First flight, Everfall, Monarch Bluffs, Windsward. Well, if I'm going to keep using a staff, I need intelligence. A life staff. That's how you heal yourself. I want to live. That seems to work a little bit better. Oh, I heard that. Oh, come on! Jeez Louise. Potion. Okay, that was not pleasant or fun. I did not like. 0 of 10. Do not recommend. Wowzers. Well, come in, folks. As you see, I have a few folks here. Hope you're enjoying it. Game definitely is pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, I got your stuff.
That's nice. You found a fair amount of records, I'd say. The Monarch's Bluff settlement keeps all this. It's a kind of memorial, I guess. I know you're probably wanting to head up to the settlement yourself soon. I promise, I won't keep you too much longer. It is nice to have company, though.
That's good. What do you need?
I can't leave until I'm sure that any corruption down here has been dealt with. You can probably tell I don't actually savor this kind of thing. I was wondering, maybe you could help me out?
Sure.
I know the corruption that remains is coming from the sea cave. Turtle spit, we call it. If you could go in there and just deal with it, it would make my day. But do be careful.
Sure. Explore Turtle Spit Cave. Rid out the source of the lingering corruption. Return to Watcher Douglas. Oh, I got my fire staff more powerful. Hooray! Oh, a block for mana. Why, yes. Yes, please. And I have a bow. And I've got gloves. Let's put on some gloves. Gloves are good. Rawhide, sand flux, tannin. It's all leather working. Got another thing of pork to make some food with. A bow and some arrows. I guess we could try the bow for a little bit. Some of the fire staff, just briefly. Energizing quiet ration. Increase mana regeneration. Health. I kind of like health better. Yay, cooking. Okay, let's go find us some corruption. Glad to bow. Ow! Okay, so it seems that you can aim but not block. Good to know. But at least I know I can aim with the bow. That's good. That'll help. It does mean I can't block, though. But the general advice is to try every weapon until you find the combination that works best for you. So, that's what we're going to do. Because I'd like to get the skill point for this. The thing that's right in front of you and you still miss. Good to know. I imagine that the tanning and skinning is going to be good. Right in front of your face and you can still miss. Well, it looks like I'm getting faster. That's good. Took an arrow to the... What's this? Notes from a professional. Sometimes shipments from the settlement can be a little lean on meat, but these infestations of boar here can be controlled and maintained like livestock. If you're ever hungry between shipments, this infestation could make a great source of food in between. I'll see what I can do about getting meatier shipments. Seville. Alrighty. Cool. I don't know that holding up a staff necessarily stop a charging boar. I mean, that's usually how most people get killed by boars. Thing just comes running straight at them and impales them. And these things are stronger than they look. They're actually kind of big, but I'm not bitching about the fact that it's not really able to kill me, because this is technically a garden. But I still don't have a skill point for this staff yet. I mean, I could probably keep killing boars until I do. Ooh, herbs, but no sickle. Damn. One last thing. Search for corruption. Should be up around here somewhere. Yep. There's the way in. Yay! Heal, please. Let's get better with the bow. Cartridges. Let's heal up. Spawn. Nice. Oh, hi, baby. Come on down. A musket. All right. Hi, babe. Penetrating shot or an evade shot? I think I'll take penetrating shot. God bless. Ow. Definitely time for healing. fail. Defeat the corrupted chaplain. Yikes! Itchy witch. Yeah, now that's how you're supposed to do it. Of course, my problem now is I'm out of arrows. That would be the chaplain. Ow. The wall is good. Oh boy. Needs to work on mana. A hatchet. Ooh, really want to give that a try. The last step I have is better, so we'll break it. I like that. Ooh, that was nice. Very nice. Itchy witch. I'm gonna have to stick with this for a little bit. Oh. I'll try out a musket, I guess. Got bullets. Berserker.
Danny!
Wow, that's nifty. Neat.
Did you destroy it? Whatever it was in Turtle Spit? Oh, saints be praised. That's a relief. Seriously, if we left some source of corruption down here, it would spread all over Monarch's Bluffs in a matter of days. Wherever you came from, they must be pretty tough there. I mean, you're hardly here an hour, and you're already cleansing corruption. That's pretty impressive, I'd say. Oh gosh, I'm not the person to ask. Some people think they have the answer, or so they say. Maybe the dark part of a person's soul, or maybe some evil disease that takes over the mind. I just know it's not pretty. Thing
Well, that
is,
could help.
even with the source of corruption gone, this is still a really bad sign. One of us needs to take word back to the Monarch's Bluff settlement. We need to warn them. I prefer we go back together, but it's my duty to stay. You go. Take this message to Constable Seville. We've been worried about corruption surging like this for a long time.
Alright. Click next more, but apparently that's not gonna get me any points. Oh, cooking skill required 0. Okay. Let's make a couple of those. Couple of light rations. Alrighty. Looks like I've been straight up. Lifestyle. We'll boost that up. I really need a sickle. ahead to help out. Hooray! Did you see my cart? The wilds of Eternum have never been safe, but the roads? Never seen anything like this before today. Vicious spores came out of nowhere. They ate all my truffles. Why would they do that? How should I know? Do I look like some kind of boar mind reader? Not me. I'm just a simple traveling herbalist. I'll tell you this much, however, the beasts have ruined me for the season. Could it help old hapless Hal? Why yes, you're a saint. Take my sickle, hunt up some truffles, and bring them to the settlement. Gather any herbs or berries you see for yourself as well. They'll fetch a gold or two at the trading post. Equip the sickle. Cool. And what was I just saying about a sickle? Further away than I thought. No, there they are. Peppercorns. Yes, up. Alright, let's go look for those truffles. Ah, welcome in, sir. Good to see you. I was starting to wonder. But it's good to see you. We're doing New World today. It's a new MMO. It seems to be pretty popular. It seems to have a lot of stuff to do with crafting and the like. I'm all of level 6 and I'm already gathering stuff. Right now we're after truffles and herbs. Yeah, we got more herbs over here. And I'm using a life staff and a hatchet as per my weaponry. Life staff has given me healing spells. And yes, it is the Amazon one. The reviews are mixed, but just in my own personal experience, they're just having the same launch problems that pretty much every MMO has. Too many people starting, underestimated demand, the usual bugs that, you know, because when you're beta testing, you're usually doing like a few hundred. But when you're got, you know, like thousands and thousands, the bugs start reappearing. You know, you really get a better idea of the kind of bugs you have to deal with. To be honest, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm enjoying it. The story is interesting, at least in my opinion. But you know, I'm trying to kind of keep them from being too boring by doing as many of the cool quests as I can. Was that a big enough truffle? I mean, good lord. You know how big truffles usually are, right? They're like real truffles. Sweet. Berries. Well, I'm not seeing much in the way of cold cellars today. Knock on wood. That's good, because they're all over the damn place. Berries are good. They're good for cooking, because cooking's fun. Oh yeah, but the gameplay is definitely interesting. There's no classes in this game. You can literally pretty much pick up anything and start to use it. And the more you use it, the better you get at it. So, like, the more harvesting I do, the faster the harvesting becomes, the better it goes. No, that's true. Right now, I'm just material gathering, but the quest is to gather up the truffles, which are the glowing blue things. But there's a lot to gather, and I just want to quickly grab a few things because it gives me an early start when I get to the town and can start crafting things like potions and foods. So, I'm just trying to get a quick start on that, that's all. But I cut it. Watching me gather is boring. I will. That's no lie. You missed the cool cave with a bunch of undead folks in it, including ones that like and throwing grenades. Ooh. Wish me luck. Name beastie. Yes! It is definitely pretty engaging. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this early in the game, I mean, unlike a lot of other MMOs that I've played, this one does have an awful lot of material gathering, like, right early on, instead of, like, a little bit later on. There are definitely level requirements for some of the stuff that you have to gather, but, there's the last truffle I need. Yay. But you can level up just on crafting alone. Which is, if you want my honest opinion, a really boring way to go about it, but, the couple of the interesting things about this game is that, except for quest rewards, generally speaking, weapons and armor don't usually drop a lot. You essentially craft all the stuff that you need. So, gathering stuff up early is not such a bad plan. And the more you use weapons and equipment and stuff, the better you get at them. Like, that's how I have, like, healing spells. I just from my life staff. But I can only level it by using it. Although I personally think there's something of an irony to killing creatures with a life staff. Oof! I will say this much for New World. It is exceedingly pretty. I need to find like a nice tall spot to look around. You can see just how pretty it is. I mean, you can already pretty much tell this place is packed with like forests and stuff. And I mean, stuff is like everywhere. There are microtransactions, but it's all purely cosmetic. Literally, it's just nothing but skins. The game is $40 for standard or $50 for deluxe. And new home and new Monarch's Bluff. $50 for deluxe. Deluxe gives you extra skins to start the game with, including what's called a house dog. And if I could find somebody's house that they bought here, they might have a house dog. Because you can buy your own house of these in towns. But you have to get really, really friendly with the people in town before they'll let you do that. Honey, honey, honey. So now pass the person I'm supposed to talk to. But this is essentially a buy-to-play game. There is no monthly cost to it, just a one-time cost to get a copy. Here's my new friend, right here. All the troubles I lost and then some. Hope it wasn't too hard. Keep the sickle for your troubles, and if you make a habit of harvesting herbs and such, we'll cross paths again, no doubt. Yeah. Look at that. Friendly with the people here. Let's cut down the crafting fees. I know, like, I look like I'm doing a lot of things kind of quickly, but this isn't my first character. But I wanted to start a new character specifically for the stream to kind of show off with. But yeah, you could buy a house. See, there's the dog right there inside. Let's see. No, I get that. Money is tight. I'm with you on that. Point and hatchets. Ooh, man. Wow. Ouch. Yeah, I know, but money is tight for everybody. It's tight for me. I got this to join a friend who's also joining a friend who needs a friend to do some stuff with and kind of help get them a little bit better mind space, so. Missing persons report. Christopher Ward. Truce proposal. Marauders, Syndicate, and Covenant. The factions. You have to join a faction at the thing. That's just you can't advance that joining one.
Will those eyes soon glow red with corruption? That storm, then shattered mountain erupting. I think the moment we dreaded has come.
Yeah, I get that. Try to figure out where to put the money. I get it.
Let me see. Yes. Charity reports the corruption nearly got a foothold on the beach. You must be the one she mentions here. Very well. You're welcome to Monarch's Bluffs.
Excellent.
The irony in this corruption business is that an old madman warned us about it years ago. Oh, he was right. It will get worse before it gets better. If it gets better at all, that is.
What happened to the madman?
Oh, he wandered off. Disappointed and angry. Well on his way to becoming lost, I suspect. I heard rumors of a creepy old man fishing by the Western River. Could be the same one. Who knows?
Who knows? Think the corruption will come here?
Most likely. The time has come for us to batten down the hatches and seal the settlement off. Take Charity's report to Magistrate Pixford. He and I have discussed this possibility. He knows what must be done.
Okay, for a hat. So this is one of the interesting things about this game is this. Because the fact that you could actually, like, contribute to, like, improving to the towns and such. Which is kind of neat. God, it's a community thing to do that. And you do that by coming over to this board here, which is the project board. God, you could get these quests, and as you work on them, you'll start getting points that you could use towards boosting the region, which is kind of neat. Now, the thing is, though, is that you might think that, you know, well, what happens when you run out? Well, the faction system basically allows towns to trade between the different factions and trade between the different guilds of the game, so there's always going to be a sort of a balancing act as different people take over the region and take control of the town. There's going to be different ways for people to kind of work on this stuff. So that's going to be neat. But that's also a really good way to level up, is to do the quests on the board. I mean, there's always quests of some variety. The war system in this game is interesting. It's PvP, but it's 50v50.
Let me guess. You've brought back the Watcher's report, have you not? I knew it as soon as you passed by, you see.
Yes.
I don't need to read it. The storm, the eruption of Shattered Mountain, none of it's a surprise to me. You I had not anticipated, however. This is an ominous day to arrive on Eternum.
Yay! I have a hat.
Your timing is either impeccable, or it's miserably unfortunate. Monarch's bluffs attract those marked for strange fates. Or so it seems.
Not like I planned it.
Of course not. And I must not forget
go
my
looking.
role as a gracious host. You should check in at the inn and make yourself at home here. Return later, and we shall talk more.
Because the one item that because you'll end up with everything, as far as like the stuff to make things with is concerned, except the fishing pole. You actually have to make your own fishing pole. Nobody gives you one.
Welcome to the Regent's Rise. Sleep here and wake up feeling like a king. You here to check in? Be my guest. Ooh, literally.
Literally. Let's bind. There we go. Now if I get killed, I recall here. Which is good, because dying sucks.
There now.
But it'll happen.
Even in a strange land, one must get situated. I read Charity's report. You're quite a hero, by her account. Whether you realize it or not, I think you have come to help us here in Monarch's Bluffs. Right at the hour of our greatest need.
You like living here?
I had a feeling you were going to ask that. Inappropriate as it may be, yes, I quite like it here. I used to live in Cutlass Keys, but I got the sense I wasn't wanted. People in Monarchs accept me
See,
the way I am.
it's downgraded. That's what kind of happens when things start changing. When some stages over, you see the stuff popping up there. That's why people are constantly working on the towns. So it's pretty cool.
Indeed. I will put all the town's resources at your disposal. You can acquire supplies, or sell them at the trading post, and I have allotted you a storage space. Go and see them for yourself.
Okay, so over here's the store. Because this is a game where you craft everything, pretty much. You rarely get the rewards just for stuff, but you can. But you could basically, like, buy and sell anything that you do. So, you know, like resources, components, dyes, reagents, what have you. And then, of course, you can sell stuff that you've made or crafted that don't need anymore. So that's pretty handy. And because you're going to get full up on your inventory, it's good to have storage. so that you can put stuff away when you're not using it anymore. So, it's the little things. Let's put on my hat, though. Good, since I'm not going to be using any of this stuff, we're going to break it, because I don't need it. And I'm never going to come back to it.
Well, I believe I've helped you become acquainted with the settlement. We are very happy to have you here. Whether you realize it or not, I think you have come to help us here in Monarch's Bluffs, right at the hour of our greatest need.
Good luck, so we could go mining. Alright, specifically for assistance, go speak with her. Cool. One thing that I find somewhat annoying about the game is the random starting place. So if you're playing with friends, you may not all necessarily start in the same town, and you have zero control over which town you're going to end up starting in. That I find to be extremely annoying when you want to play with your friends. I mean, that's just exceedingly stupid to me, but...
How nice it is to see you again. I was
Hello,
thinking
hello.
about whom to appoint as the architect of settlement's defense, and your name came to mind.
Hey, my standing with the town
There's
has
a great
gotten
deal of
better.
work to do in Monarch's Bluffs. You are capable, but are you willing to put settlement ahead of
It's
sense?
not the best setup. We're going to run into that problem when my friend gets back from his honeymoon. And we're starting to play together. I'm hoping that we all essentially end up in the same place. And if we don't, we have a couple of different options, which is delete and recreate the character till we all start at the same area, or try to meet up somewhere in one of the four starting places. They're not close to each other, but they're not like halfway across the world from each other either. But there's no mounts in the game, and it's all fast travel, and you don't unlock that till late, so we're gonna have to figure that out.
The first order of business is to gather our materials and refine them at one of the workshops about town. If your hands are not calloused yet, they soon will be.
Indeed. Alright. So now we're gonna go learn how to do stuff. So, gather stone with the pick, cut wood with the axe. I've already gathered the rawhide because of all the other things that I killed earlier. But yeah, I'm not kidding when I say this game is extremely pretty. Alright, so we gotta go cut down some trees. Cool. Caffeine is good. Most of the time. Alright. Greenwood. You don't get a whole lot from the bushes. Heh, cool. Can't cut down a big tree, but I could probably cut down a smaller one. Or find a log somewhere. Because getting them from the branches will take forever. Hey, bait. And it appears a small tree. Guess it might help if I equipped it, huh? Best part is that it's slow in the beginning, but it really does pick up pretty quick later on. But the game definitely wants to get you into a quick early start on getting into the habit of crafting things. And it's really, this part here, it's really not that hard to get the rock and this wood. And it only improves your skills anyway, which means that it starts off slow, but the more ranking you get in it, the faster this actually starts getting. So after a while, these young trees get a little bit easier, and of course, I am using the weakest and most, material item. There we go. See? Already got 40. Now, let's go find some rocks. Because we're going to love beating up on the rocks. Oop, berries. I like to cook. In every game, I always enjoy the cooking skills. You'd think with as many rocks as are around, you'd find more stuff to beat on with your pick. Bay Howell Burrow, level 6. Well, I'm level 8, so I'm not in bad shape for working on it. Ow. Dude, you're my lunch now. I mean, I've got plenty of rawhide from earlier on, but I get attacked by animals, I do have a tendency of like, hey, now you get to be my lunch. Isn't that nice? So. As you can see, I'm getting through the herbs even faster now. No, you don't need the tree. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with, more wood, but you don't really need to get the tree right now. He's attacked by a wolf again. Yep. Jiminy Christmas. I should maybe think about healing up there, huh? My health's a little low. Especially since I'm bleeding. Eek. Watch. That should help. It could be a little bit of both. It could be that you just naturally reach for it when you're tired, which, could be considered part of an addiction. I suspect it's probably a little bit of both. I know I'm a little bit addicted to caffeine. I can go an entire day without it. That'd be fine, but going for too long past that, I'll start getting headaches. Which is a sure sign of a caffeine dependency. So, I'm gonna go find rocks. All I'm finding are trees. Man, I'm really tired of playing with the wolves. Oh, goody. 2 of them. around. Let's maybe start cooking up some of this stuff. Oh yeah. At least there really isn't like the largest penalty in the world for dying in this one, but instead it damages all of the equipment that you're wearing, which is why you kind of have to break stuff that you're not using until you can learn how to make your own repair kits. Other than that, the only way to get repair kits is to break stuff. So, oh, what's this? It's a silver vein. I'm gonna want that. Finally. Rocks. Gather faster. They are extremely aggressive. Agreed. I haven't done much in the water, you know, other than looking for fish. If I had a fishing pole, I would show you fishing, which is because it's a little bit more of a mini game than just kind of standing there and beating up on stuff. Well, one thing about Eternum is, you know, I've already seen like the corruption and like the undead and the corrupted people running around it. The land is essentially cursed, so the hyper-aggression can be explained by the corruption in the land. You would think with there being all these big rocks around, there'd be other boulders for me to beat up on. I mean, really. Oh, and if you're wondering, yes, you can actually get lost running through the woods. I mean, there's a map, but there is no mini-map to kind of help keep you straight. But you can zoom the map in, like, quite a bit. So, like, you can pull it all the way out to see the whole island. And then you can zoom in, and zoom in, and zoom in. Ooh, so many herbs. But this is what I was talking about. Like, the better you get at it, the faster you get through it. I mean, it's still not quite instant, but... I like collecting the herbs the most because it's like I can make potions. Potions you will sell. Infused potions will sell better. Especially when you unlock the recipe for regeneration potions and infused regeneration potions, because that you can make a lot of money on that. But, you know, for a cursed land, it sure is pretty, isn't it? You know? Sometimes it feels like the island is trying to trap you. Like, hey, look at this beautiful place. Look at all these great things that you could do here. Look at all these materials you could find. But I'm going to try to kill you and corrupt you and, you know, make you mine. There's somebody cutting stuff down. That's the sound of a tree falling. Maybe I'll wander back into town and try a different exit and see if I can find some boulders that way. They sure ain't over here. Wow, that's expensive. Those are really high taxes. Very. I'm playing it through GeForce Now, so I'm playing it through a cloud. The requirements are somewhat hefty, but when the game first came out, one of the biggest problems people had is that it was literally melting people's GPUs. They fixed that, and good boulders, and they replaced people's video cards that got broken by the game because it just ate their GPU. It bricked them, melted them. You know, it was terrible, but they've fixed that. I have no idea what in the world they had programmed in this game that would make it just eat a GPU like that. Well, that was an easy way to get a bunch of stones. Here, I'll drop a link into the chat. That's possible. You could take a look at the link. You follow the link and you can see what the requirements are. I forgot to open that. I did. Nice. Is it better? It's much better. Very pink. Alright, so now I gotta go crafting all the stuff. Make 10 timber, some stone blocks, and some coarse leather. Not hard. So all the herbs and stuff I collected is for the arcane table, where I could make potions. Because who doesn't like to be healthy? Well, like I said, I'm playing it through GeForce Now, so I don't have to worry about the requirements. I mean, it's literally the reason why I'm running it this way, so... Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it at all. But it is still a lot of fun. I really do like this game quite a bit. One thing I do like about when you're mass crafting is not having it go through 1, 2, 3. It's just boom, all done. which helps like a lot. I had a feeling I passed it. Yeah, I get that. GeForce has a deal where you can do it every 6 months instead of month to month. And kind of save a little bit of money doing it that way. I get it $5 a month because I'm a founder, and as long as I'm paying, I will always be $5 a month. Well, they did just offer a new 3080 tier, which is $100 every 6 months, unless you're a founder, in which case it's $90 a month for $90 every 6 months, which is still a lot. I get that, but I could run anything that I own that GeForce now has. I could run on essentially a cutting edge machine, and if I do the 3080, then I could run it on a bleeding edge machine.
Well done. Your willingness and practicality are refreshing. Even I myself struggle at times with a sense of resignation.
Hey, armor.
This is just the beginning. From now on, you can visit me or the town board and take any tasks you desire. Your help will always be needed. I know you will. In fact, there is someone else you should speak with. Esteban. You would know her as Artificer Gomes. Though her confidence can be abrasive, it does not exceed her skill. She is a master smith. And she is expecting you. You'll find Artificer Gomes near the forge. It is truly her element.
Yes. Hunt down rabbits. Get rawhide. Not anywhere near oil, and 300 wood is a lot of wood, but it's not that hard to get when you're cutting down whole trees. And that's how you get a lot of extra XP, is by doing all those little gathering things, which is helpful. So. Fast traveling.
Here's the one I've heard so much about. The fabled warrior Eloise has deputized to help in the settlement's defense.
Yes. Yay. But a warrior settlement can't stand against its own. We need allies.
Exactly. My reputation commands a great deal of respect across all the territories. I suggested Eloise send me to broker an alliance with the other settlements, but she refused.
Why?
She believes it's every settlement for itself, and she will not be persuaded otherwise. That being the case, we will need extra blades. Show me your skill. Open this bag of wool, smelt it, and forge an iron sword. I will judge its merits.
Make a sword. Okay. Why not? Right. I forgot to open the bag. Boots. That boots. Equip load is now heavy. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Nice. Craft an iron longsword at the forge. Forge is usually right on top of that. legendary weapon. Yay. There's the forge. Iron longsword coming up. Yeah. It's a nice sword, 202. Which means I'm probably going to use it, but...
Let us see your work. Ah, yes. The blade is sleek, with just the right edge. It could use more polish, but I see potential here. I am glad to have you in Monarch's Bluffs.
Yay.
I strongly believe an alliance between settlements is essential to battle the corruption. Short of that, I will do what I can at the Forge.
Great, what do you want me to do?
Indeed. You are sharp, aren't you? I fear we're also at risk of losing the loyalty of some right here in Monarch's Bluffs. I wonder if you might help me ensure this does not happen. There is
That's
one here
worth
whose
the
skill
cause.
matches my own in her discipline, Survivalist Thornton. She is very much a lone wolf, and she may be tempted to leave the pack right now. Please speak to her and convince her to stay.
Learn Tier 1 camping.
Sorry, not so much in the mood for conversation right now. Bags to pack, places to be. You understand.
You're leaving?
So what if I am? No business of yours, is it? Wait a minute. Gomes sent you, didn't she? Not much escapes her eye. Look, I'll level with you. If all hell breaks loose and the forces of corruption march across Eternum, I'd rather be out there than in here.
Why?
Well, because it's better out there than in here, for one thing. It's also a place to rest and craft supplies, and then, if you do manage to get in over your head, get killed, it's a convenient place to be resurrected.
Understandable.
I'm not going anywhere just yet, but it's nice to know I can. What about you, friend? You got what it takes to survive out there on your own? Sure you can. Hey, you know what? Since you and Gomes want to meddle, how about you step up and do a little hunting? Head out into the wilds and make camp and visit the local wolf dens. I'll wait for you right here.
Sure. So camping in this game is actually kind of neat, but you actually have to have supplies to do it. Which is why I kind of picked up a few extra things here and there. It'll make sense in a minute. Oh, Brian, I forgot I leveled. I do like the fact that the game will remind you. Oh, hey, by the way, don't forget, you leveled. Kinda, sorta, maybe. No, not really. Yeah, the time scale on a tree is long. But the reason I need to cut down trees is because I need more wood because I need to make a camp. Camps require supplies, but camps turn into respawn points. And crafting spots for things like cooking. That, and I need a stupid amount of wood for a quest too, so. And like I said before, the more you do it, the faster it gets. So, starts off slow now, picks up later. Looks like there's a fishing spot down there. No, never mind, that's a wolf's den picture. Alright, let's go make that camp over here. It always starts slow. But my my gathering has gotten up high enough now that I should be better off. Okay. Okay, won't be camping here yet. Oh, there's one wolf down. You'll notice the more you do it, because like you notice right here, see how fast the circle's going around? In comparison to when I started, you know, taking apart the boars. So I need to get out of Bethel Burrow for a sec. There we go. But now I could do this, which is build a camp. Which is what I needed the wood and the flint for. And now I have, oh look, a little campfire and a little basic mat. And I can make a few things. It's super basic, but it can still make something. Gonna kind of work on my crafting a little bit while I'm here. Keep it simple. I mean, I can't do anything like make new weaponry here or, you know, do any of the stuff like that. But this here means if I die, this is where I'll respawn instead of going all the way back. And the camp will stay there until I log out, or I can even make a new one. So, but the early quests are all about getting stuff to where you can survive on your own outside of the towns. Because I can make her healing ring around me while I'm doing this, so that helps. Two more wolves, oh, should be good. Ooh, it's a turkey. There we go. Ow. I would really like to know how that didn't kill me. 5 health left. Just 5. I probably should have healed rather than sort of breaking these things. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Okay. So travel to the Hurtfang Hole. Okay, I can do that, but first... Yeah, I heard that. Ouch. Ah, good gravy. Ooh, pristine claw will come in handy later. Now, I'm over here, and I can rest. Now, camps don't protect you from getting attacked. But you can do things like this, where you can heal up really fast. So you don't have to use up like your potions and food and rations and stuff like that. Keeps it simple. You know, that is actually entirely suspiciously possible. Oh, camp tier 2. Alright, so I can't do a lot of cooking here. That's okay. But if you think about it, I mean, don't most MMOs have crazy amounts of creatures everywhere? But let's also keep in mind that this is during the time of, like, when the conquistadors were first literally... Great. Nice. I'll get a little bit better. Yay. But yeah, I hear you. Let's see, lots of bowls. It's crazy. Yeah, here we go. Come on. Sweet. Continuing to head for the burrow. Christmas. I'm going to make me some more potions. But you can already tell that I'm getting faster and faster with that, which is the point. But if there's any advice I would give to anybody starting off when they're playing is don't ignore the crafting aspects or the gathering aspects, because the more you do it, the faster you're going to get. And some of the quests are going to require you to go get the supplies. And, I mean, sure, you could buy them off of the shop. I mean, I could take all this rock and all this meat and all the stuff I'm making and throw it up on the shop and make some extra money that way. There's always people who want stuff early or who just don't want to go to the trouble. I mean, who wants to go running out all the time and going, where's the rocks? Where's the rocks? Hurtfang Hall, hooray. Defeat Snaggletooth and collect some fangs. Come Well, that's up to you. I mean, I still got to think about what we're going to do for dinner. We're kind of getting up to that point, aren't we? Okay. Come on. The only way you can get better with the healing and stuff is just keep using it. Two more. Excellent. One more. Oh, I heard that. Oh, come on. Ouch. That's the last thing I needed. Excellent. Ah, I wasn't expecting that many wolves. I should have. I probably should have. That is one of the things that they're working on in the game, is the spawn rate is a little high. It's not controlled by the number of people or players. It's just, it's sort of a fixed rate. So you can sometimes end up in a situation like that one, where you just have too much. I had a bunch of potions, didn't I? I should equip them. Drink up. Oof. Ooh. I don't know if you've heard that sound over the mic, but that was my elbows popping. Oof. Both. Oh, yeah. No, no. Well, it was inevitable. it was gonna kill me. Yes, just... Ooh! Now, what have we learned? I got an achievement for dying. You died. Well, that won't happen again. Haha, would you wish? But that's why you want to have camps before you go running into areas, because... you know. Now, this is pretty much as fast as you travel throughout the entire game, because there's no mounts. After that, it's all fast travel.
Been out to those wolf dens, have you? You're tougher than you look. Alright, you made your point. Not like I really wanted to leave the settlement anyways.
Thanks for the gun.
I've been calling this place home for more than a decade, you know? Even when you're roaming about, it's nice to think you have somewhere to go back to.
So you'll defend?
I will. But I can't say Magistrate Bixford does much to inspire confidence around here. He's a strange bird, isn't he? And with this corruption bearing down on us, we need him to be sharp. Don't we all, though? I don't know. Bixford's decent enough, just weird. You're so eager to help him, you should go check in. Make sure he's keeping focused, if you catch my drift.
Yes. Alright, a 155 musket. A 129 musket, I'll break. Oops. $47 shots. We'll try it. Like I said, the whole idea is to try to learn all the different weapons.
Ah, just the one I was looking for. I see you flitting about town, getting to know everyone. It's exactly what I was hoping for. I've been thinking about how best to defend Monarch's Bluffs against corruption. I think we can ill afford to pretend the situation is not dire.
Well then, let's take action.
So, how best to do that? Well, you've seen the Marauders, the Syndicate, and the Covenant, right?
Yes.
Whether we want to admit it or not, they're the ones best suited to defend Monarch's Bluffs.
Well, let's talk to them.
Indeed. And we should welcome their presence here. You should speak with representatives from each faction, and then choose to which you will pledge your allegiance. Choose well, and good luck.
Alright, so, here's the thing about the factions, which we'll explain here momentarily. But when you notice, like when I zoom out, you see all those different colors there? Those are the factions. So, the purple is the Marauders. No, Syndicate. The green are the Marauders, and the yellow, gold color is the Covenant. I tend to think of them like being body, mind, and soul, which will make more sense as we go. Covenant's doctrine. Keep faith. Shall we rejoice? For humankind's oldest enemy is gone. Death is dead. We have reached the promised land, yet there are some who call it a false promise. This land seeks our ruin, they cry, but even more dangerous are the enemies within. Moral weakness blinds us to the truth. For those who live in the dark can never recognize paradise. But where eyes fail, faith sees. The Covenant carries the spark. In our time of need, the spark carries us. Its clarity is our greatest gift. We bring the light of the spark to the darkest corners. We keep it shining at any cost against any foe. And one day, it will shine bright enough to reveal paradise itself. How to get an idea of what the Covenant stands for?
The Covenant shares its light with all, so as to lead all men from darkness. Will you carry the light with us? In all people there is a spark, an initiative, if you will. In some people, it burns so brightly that others feel it. We in the Covenant are the purveyors of the spark. We foster its growth in all people. We protect the light.
Okay, so that's the Covenant. Any thoughts? You might have noticed when I was running around, you know, all the people in the town with like a higher level than this have little symbols over their heads, little colors. But that tells you which Covenant they actually belong to. Or which faction they belong to. The Marauders Manifesto. No barriers. Let's keep this short. We're the Marauders. We don't make fancy speeches. We don't need preachy causes. The only thing we need is ourselves. This island is stuffed with opportunities for people of ambition. People who take what they want. Riches, power, respect. You want these things too, don't you? Everyone does. We're just honest enough to admit it. Nothing is fair. Nothing has meaning outside the meaning you give it. Embrace it. We are the masters and mistresses of our domain. It's a brutal world out there. Don't be a victim. Be a marauder.
Do you seek the glory and riches of battle? If you possess a fortitude, you may become one of us. We are the solution to a world in chaos. Through strength, discipline, and perseverance, we will enforce our will and bring this land to order.
Well, let's see how you feel about that group. Alright, where's your little book? The Syndicate's Charter. Reach exceeding. All worlds are bound by certain natural laws. The scientist's job is to know them. Thanks to Newton, we now know that the small echoes the large. The song of the spheres is the same tune as Falling Apple. With the microscope came knowledge of invisible life, too small to see, yet all around us. These discoveries didn't change the world because they have always been true, but they changed us, humankind. We have grown. Knowledge is transformative, creation's most powerful force. There's so much we still don't know about Eternum. Why don't people die? What animates the lost? Who are the ancients? We must ask questions to find answers. We have just scratched the surface of the secret depths this place holds. It must be studied and understood, regardless of the cost. But once we understand reality, we can start to improve it. All rational beings are welcome to join the Syndicate. Join us. Help draw back the veil.
You wish to learn the secrets that only the Syndicate have uncovered, don't you? The Syndicate? Why, we are the learned ones. We use the razor of logic and the guide of reason to understand our world. We possess forbidden knowledge, and we wield the power of this knowledge just as logic dictates.
Alright. I have heard the pitch of all of the groups. Hi, Bessie. Let's help you feel a little better. So now I have to go back to the guy and basically say, okay, I've listened to all of them make their pitch, and he's going to say, great. Which one of them are you going to go join now? Indeed.
Speak with the factions. They're the ones best suited to defend the settlement.
I did.
Oh, I think so. As rowdy and demanding as they can sometimes be, they are effective. If you want to make a difference here or anywhere in Eternum, it's really the most efficient way to do so.
Questing we will go. Complete 25. Getting to know my way around. Reach level 10. Alright, so now you've seen all of the different factions. I'm guessing that your thought is the Syndicate. Now, the important thing to remember is Syndicate, 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 Covenant, 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 and then the Marauders. Sometimes it's a good idea to be part of the bigger faction overall, but that won't matter because things rebalance all the time. This area, as you can see, is completely under the control of the Marauders, meaning that if you're a Marauder, there are certain perks in the town that you can collect because it's currently controlled by them. But that doesn't mean not to join a faction just because you like the sound of it. You shouldn't join a faction just because they happen to be in control of an area. Sure, there are perks in town like being able to go collect extra iron and stuff from the table, but that doesn't necessarily mean much. Also, by the same token, each faction has its own appearance and its own skins that you can earn as you get more reputation with them. You can change your faction, but you can only change it 3 times a year. That's it. 3.
I see your skeptical expression. That is the hallmark of an alchemist. Doubt, investigate, reveal the hidden truth. That is our way.
Alright, faction missions. Complete missions for XP, coin, and faction tokens. Earn influence to determine territories control. Compete strategically against factions in PvP. Gain access to elite faction gear, special weapons, armor, and consumables. Earn ranks to get advanced tiers of craft components. And enjoy the benefits of the territory control, such as reduced cost of workshops and fast travel, and town missions for upgrading. Now, you can flag for PvP anytime, earn additional XP if you're flagged, contribute to faction influence to the territory. Faction members controlling the controlling faction enjoy benefits and territories. Controlling factions reinforce control by competing faction missions. Opposing factions undermine enemy faction control by completing PvP missions. Guard enough influence a challenge for territory control through declaration of war. Faction war is 50v50 when players siege the territory fortress. Use siege weapons to get the upper hand. The attacker's objective is to claim the capture point of the heart of the fortress. The defender's objective is to fend them off for 30 minutes. Territory influence is a measure of a faction's control of a territory. Complete faction PvP missions to retain control. The factions that do not control that territory must complete PvP faction missions to enable declarations of war. Controlling faction reinforce control by completing them, undermine them by completing other ones, prevent them from completing their missions by flagging and patrolling, prevent the controlling faction from completing them by flagging and patrolling. But this is a little early for that sort of thing, but here you go. The Marauders. Proud warriors who fight with honor for glory and self-improvement. Through conflict, one grows in strength and skill. Syndicate. Clever disciples who fight cunning for the sake of truth and progress. The pursuit of knowledge and insight at any cost. Covenant. Divine champions who fight with conviction for righteousness and justice. Defending the spark of hope is our sacred duty. Or as I like to think of this, body, mind, and soul. It really kind of comes down to which one you think is the best option for how you want to play. So, the idea of the Marauders is not bad, but I'll be honest, I'm not fond of the whole battle to be better. Syndicate, it's about thinking and finding things, and Covenant's about kind of conversion a little bit. But now, like what you're saying, like how the Syndicate seems the least worrisome, they're not exactly what it seems. That would be accurate, because the Covenant does not care by which method it gains control. They will use forbidden knowledge to win if it helps. In other words, they would do things like, oh, we've discovered this plague. Let's use that to take out our enemies. So, each one has their light side and dark side aspects to it, so... But it's still, in the end, I mean, if you're into the role-playing aspect of things, it kind of comes down to which one you would think would be the one that you would follow, the one that you would like the most, so it gets interesting. But like I said, all of them have their pros and cons, so it really kind of comes down to what you feel is the best for you. The general recommendation is like, this area is controlled by marauders. Because it's the early game, I might be better off being a marauder just so I can have the perks. But you only get to change your faction once every 120 days. So because you find that this really wasn't working out for you at all, in 3 months, you could change it. So, I personally like the Covenant. That's my personal preference, is the Covenant. But I have done things for the Syndicate. But that's, by the way, how I discovered that the Syndicate doesn't give a crap. They will use their knowledge for whatever they think will get them more knowledge. Whether that's right or bad, you know, that's kind of the whole, there is no good or evil. It's how you apply the knowledge. But, I mean, they're a little weird. They're a little dirty. I mean, not to say that there aren't people in the Marauders who are just assholes who have no honor. But, you know, and we already know what churches can do when they get things, you know, they get a little too righteous, you know, lawful stupid. But the thing is, though, is that one thing I do like the most about the factions is the fact that it's a mix, and I like the fact that there are benefits and drawbacks depending on which one you want to be a part of. So, but now that you know that, which one do you think you would choose? Still want to be Syndicate? Or do you think you want to go a different direction? It seems that across the servers, the Covenant's the one that gets picked the least. They tend to have the least territory control overall. Which I think is kind of weird, but... Oh, I'm with you on that. We must protect the spark. Let's slaughter this group before they, you know, corrupt it. That's my take on it. There will only be... Oh yeah, companies or guilds. You can only join a guild that matches your faction. So if you change your faction, you automatically leave your guild. Because you can't stay in it anymore. Your choice is not permanent. You may change your faction once for free. After that, you can only change it once every 120 days. So, that's 4 months, so only 3 times a year. And it generally, if I understand right, one of the restrictions is you can't join the most powerful faction with your free change, so... I personally like the Covenant, but that's a personal thing that I like, so I'm going to go with them.
I see your skeptical expression. That is the hallmark of an alchemist. Doubt, investigate, reveal the hidden truth. That is our way.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the Syndicate are pretty cool, but I'm more of a fan of the Covenant. It's just me, who I am. That calls to be a little bit more. But yeah, but if you do play New World, then you could absolutely join it, and I could always change my mind. I still have my 1 free change.
We take our vows seriously as members of the Covenant. May you resist temptation, which is no easy feat. We have an important mission for you, assuming you are fully committed. The lost are a scourge upon the living, an eternal reminder of our failures. They haunt the streets of Crone's Rest, where many of this town's citizens once called home. It would bring comfort to the people of Monarch's Bluffs if you were to go and lay their loved ones to rest. Go then. Help us end their torment.
Now, if you choose the Syndicate, they still send you to Crone's Rest. But instead of putting down the undead, because that doesn't matter, who cares about the undead? No, they don't want you to go kill the undead. What they want you to do was to go in there and collect all of the research notes that their guy who went in there lost. It's like, what an idiot. He got himself killed and forgot to bring his research out with him. Go get it back. They don't really care if you kill the undead. They just want the research notes. And the Marauders just want to kill them for simple things. No, well, the Covenant is not hyper-religious, as you can kind of basically see. It's like one of those, we should try to reclaim this place, and put these things down. I mean, you play D&D, so you already know, ooh, nice. Undead are bad. Okay, so, muskets. Dude already freaking came back to life. It's a little slow. Casting stones. I wish they would discipline that child. I have shit away from the well more times than I can count. It's still today. There again. Casting stones. Let's try that instead of the gun, because the gun's too damn slow. Oh yeah, very fast zombies. Oh, spark metal. Good for crafting. Ow. That's bad. That's bad. Oh god, I'm gonna die here. Oh yeah. So much death. Death, death, death. Crunch. Ugh. But I mean, I get the whole idea of the Covenant, the spark. It's not exactly the worst description in the world for being able to keep coming back to life. But I also understand their desire to keep people from becoming lost and corrupted. But, you know, how religious the place gets, that I'm not 100% done. It's still early game, you know? It's hard to say just how much of that is... how hyper-religious or non-religious or, you know, this is a religion? they're gonna get. We're gonna find out, you know? Still missing. Our child has still not been found. I never imagined a heart could ache so. Red bait. We now believe the old crone may know something about our child's disappearance. She would never cease complaining about the noise of innocent play that offered little in the way of concern. Well, I suppose it does. But it still kind of comes down to what I think is what they're trying to do, which is this whole three-way stretch of things, you know, the whole body, mind, and soul concept. But I understand why you're leery, and it makes sense to me. I get it. Ow. I'm guessing the last letter's going to be in that house. Wow, you followed me all the way here. Only to yell at me and run back. Good for you. Solvents. I could see those being useful. I know I have a mastery point. I'd like to get somewhere where they spawn. They're not going to kill me right away. Yep, that's what I figured. Find the last letter. Forsaken hatchet. Yeah. Would I believe the old crone made us something about a child's disappearance? I've already read that one. Damn it. That's what I was hoping for. So where's the last letter? Spears are kind of nifty. Wow. Big old hammer. Shoot, I don't know where the fourth letter is. That is a lot of zombies. Orichalcum Lifestaff Charm. Whew. Wow. Damn it. Oh yeah, you may have also noticed there's a distinct lack of shops, by the way, where you can repair your gear. You have to repair all of your gear on your own.
You've defeated those lost souls? Thank you, truly. It cannot have been easy, but the people here will sleep easier for your efforts. I sense the spark
You
strongly
have to
in
repair
you.
it.
Your kindness could lead many people to the light. Keep faith, friend. Goodbye. The light of the Covenant shines within you.
So each of them has their own board. So you have the PvE quests and the PvP. So like right here, deliver the good news of the spark, liberate the area and stand strong, starve the enemy and feed the spark, fight the tide of darkness from Abadir's anger, go destroy the drowned. Reclaim the mines. Each faith stone belongs to the Covenant. Go and retrieve them. Seize the spark provides great opportunity. Seize it by defeating the Worded Pack Leader on Warna Isle and return of its bountiful yield. So, if all of your gear, or if any of your gear breaks, you can still fix it. But there's a reason why I keep breaking stuff. Because you salvage it and you get these repair parts that you use for gear that's starting to break. Like, see, you can see the lines slowly disappearing. If it ever gets to the point where it completely breaks, oh, that looks cool. Looks cool, but it's not going to help me at all. Then when you repair it, it permanently loses its level. So, like, this has it can be repaired. The little bar right across there shows like how much is left. 212 with 375 durability. When it completely breaks and you repair it, its durability permanently drops. So if you don't maintain your gear, that's not going to go well. Let's just put it that way. There we go. I completed this. You have 3 achievement rewards to claim. Hooray! You would have to screw up really, really bad because you'd also have to be completely out of money. I have seen a few people running around essentially naked doing everything they can to craft something better. Because unless you've literally used up all of your crafting supplies and spent all of your money, you'll always have the ability to craft at least some basic items. Covenant Initiate. It starts. Titles, titles, more titles. Let's make it easier to put more standing. You can see here there's an upcoming invasion. You can also see these areas are firmly controlled by Covenant. This is firmly controlled. But these invasions will determine how much these bars are going to change. It's going to be neat. But yes, you could potentially screw up badly enough to not have any workable, usable gear or equipment. It would just be really hard to pull off. Because I personally like to keep all of my stuff stored up. Just in case. Because you never know when you're going to need something. I mean... See, like right now, I can make myself something right here. I have the gear to do it with. But if you were to run out of that, even then, you'd still not be completely screwed. Because all you would need is wood, and you could still make a basic wood longsword. So... But yes, you could potentially really screw yourself over. It would just be really hard. should go to the store and go get myself some life boots. Can make a better life staff. Right. Now I need lifeboats. I need 6. Water mounts. Iron life staff. I don't have any off. But I do have that. Energizing splash of light. Boom. Accidentally craft a named life staff. The immutable wish. Ooh, nice. I made a named item. I ain't gonna complain. Accidentally craft a named life staff. Randomly craft a named weapon. Oh, they're unique. Oh, yeah, I'll mind it. Flight, 5 point plus 5.2 stam. Beautiful. $355 away. Wonderful. Oof, nothing's super close by except that one. Claim the mine. I just seem to remember having another quest at the mine, though, but I'd rather pick up first.
Strange as this island is, I've come to appreciate it. Oh, not so much the eternal life, mind you. That part I'm not always sure how I feel about.
That's a good answer, but he's got a quest that I need to do over there, but... That's problematic. Alright. I need to take a small break myself, personally. So, I think I will do that real quick. Still, I'm super excited about having accidentally created a named item. Oh, I did need that. Okay, well, that's okay. Let's just put this stuff away. Well, I'm gonna make the skinning knife out of that later. Although maybe I shouldn't wait. Wait till I have some resolve. Yep, I need iron. Damn. Merchant's Lament. Whew. Nice. That's yummy. That is very yummy. While you were away, I managed to accidentally craft a named item. So that didn't hurt. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny bit. Haven't had a chance to try it yet, though. Yes! Accidentally craft a named life staff. Randomly craft a named weapon. I did literally accidentally craft a named weapon. Which is Immutable Wish. Which is nice. I have 0, 0, 0 wishes with that. Oh yeah. I'm very pleased. I'm very happy with that. I'm very, very happy and pleased with that. I can't even begin to tell you how happy and pleased I am with that. Alright, well I've been at this now for a little over 3 hours. I'm going to take a small break. But I will be back a little bit later. And jumping back on, likely with some friends. But for now, I think this is a good start. I mean, for 3 hours I got up to level 11. Accidentally crafted a named item. Got my skills up to a really good level. You know, I've got smelting of 5, working 6, harvesting of 24. You know, it's the mining I got to worry about. You really got to get that up because you need it for a staff or a specific staff. So, we'll see. But I do thank you for hanging out, though. But I am going to come. I will be back. So those of you who are still here right now, just keep an eye out, and I will let you know when I'm coming back on and do a little bit more streaming. So don't be worried. I'll be back in a little bit. Just need a break for a little bit. I'm going to do things that's going to be longer than like a 5 or 10 minute break would be. So, but I'll be back. Just gotta give me some time. But other than that, I do thank you, and hang out if you want, keep chatting if you like, but I'll see you guys shortly-ish. Thanks, everyone.